Hey, it's Rich. Welcome back to the studio. So I'm going to teach you guys how to draw the torso, the different methods for drawing the torso, and I'm going to tell you the best method for drawing the torso. So stick around. This method really would have saved me so much time and progressed my art just levels upon levels better than it is today if I knew this years ago. Ready? Here we go. Have you ever seen the art videos on YouTube or read in an art book that you should start by drawing a stick man? A bunch of balls connected by sticks. That's how they want you to construct a figure. If you haven't seen this, then you haven't done any kind of research, because this is basic. This is almost what they teach you in elementary school. But this is the same thing that professionals are trying to teach in their books. Don't do this. Don't use it. It's ridiculous. Look at any of these professionals' sketches. They don't do it. They aren't using it either. So why should you? Okay? Have you seen the block and cylinder man? Have you seen the cylinder drawings? Okay, that's a little better. At least you're taking these 2D stick shapes and making them three-dimensional. That's progress. But guess what? Professionals aren't using this in their sketches either. This isn't part of their process at all. Why are they teaching you this cylinder and blocks? Muscles aren't cylinders and blocks. This might give you a great impersonation of anatomy and knowing what you're doing. Best, it's teaching you proportions, but it's not teaching you anatomy. Don't do this either. This is not helpful. It's not useful. Skip it. It is not worth your time. So this next method is more of a skeletal method. This is more accurate to the shape of the rib cage and pelvis, but it is also more detailed than I would like when doing sketching and roughing out drawings. But this is very accurate. This is pretty good, but not good enough for me, not good enough for you. So let me show you. See, there's the shoulder sockets. That is essentially how it would lay out. You need very good knowledge of anatomy in order to use this. But if you're going to wrap this around in three-dimensional shapes, have contorting and difficult poses, not quite. So let me show you the best method. My method, one that I figured out recently, and I have to share this with you because it is gold. I wish I knew this years ago. I would be so much further in my figure drawings. It is so simple though. Let me show it to you. I looked it up to confirm the name of it. I thought it was called the pillow method, but I think somebody stole it from the flour sack method, commonly used in animation. But here's the pillow. You basically just draw a pillow. I know, revolutionary. But listen, it is roughly the same proportions of the human torso. It is great because the corners of the pillow, if you have a pillow in front of you, the corners of the pillow almost always stick out like sockets on a body. The hip and the shoulder sockets, there you go. That's your pillow. Now, this is great for roughing out figures and figuring out poses because it's a pillow, right? It's shapeable, it's bendable. You can figure it out from any angle that you're looking at because it is such a simple shape. Now, you might be thinking, well, why is this better than cylinders? Because cylinders are friggin' cylinders, okay? Pillows can be any shape. They're more organic shape too. And that's my problem with cylinders. It's just teaching you how to draw a robot. This pillow is going to force you to, first of all, understand anatomy, which you should understand to begin with. All right, so let's go over some real anatomy, okay? You always start your drawing with the head. That's going to give us our center line. Neck goes down to shoulders. Here we go. Now we're getting into anatomy. Well, now we're getting into the torso. So, torso is always about 3 heads wide. Okay? So you take another head, put it over there, another head, put it over there. It's going to give you about shoulder width, right out there. So you know where your shoulders are. 2 heads down, it's going to be the nipple line. 3 heads down, about the belly button. 4 heads down, the groin. All right. So I can just, now I know where my diaper is. So there's the diaper area. And now you can basically do a shape like that. And that's, wow, that's super quick. That's really easy to do. Right? I mean, you drew a head, and then you just did some math, and now you have the basic proportions of the human body. All right? Super basic. But where would you go from here, right? Well, you got the balls of your shoulders in there. Over here would be, I'm kind of drawing it in perspective. But your legs would come out there. Right? They're basically cylinders, but I don't ever draw geometric shapes. This is not me. I always do more organic looking shapes. This is just not me, because I studied by just constantly drawing the human anatomy and the muscles. So that's not really how I do things. But here's the thing. Got these parts right here where they come out and go wide, but the arms will overlap some of that. So you aren't really going to see it. All right. So just remember, some of that area there, it's not going to be seen. Got the pectorals. Here's a really important part, the collarbone. Super important. Collarbone's wraps around the top of the torso right there. Okay? And basic rib cage shape is like that. There's your basic rib cage shape. And you got pecs. Hopefully the blue line shows up well. There's some pecs. There's these upper ab muscles. Not sure what the scientific name for them is, but they overlap the rib cage, but the rest of the abs don't. And that's their basic construction like that. Basic construction. Okay? Now it's always important to know your actual anatomy. Real solid anatomy. Actual anatomy coming up next. Pay attention. Let's go over the collar shape. Collar shape actually comes up and it kind of hooks like that. If you're looking at it from the front, it kind of has that collar shape there. Right? And then this is kind of the end of the torso, and it plugs into the ball of the shoulder. The collar actually kind of like wraps around. Wraps around, got the ball of the shoulder. And you got pecs here. I'm not going to go into that. Let's go into the rib cage. It's kind of this box. It's got a U on the bottom. Goes wide there, and then narrows out at the top. All right. Got all these ribs. And you got has an S shape like that. Box kind of shape for the pelvis. Now, the weird thing is the pelvis is angled like that. Torso tends to be angled kind of like that. But this is all going to change based on the pose that you're drawing.
I wish I was on my road, heading to you cause you made me feel I'm home. I wish I was talking to you on my road, cause I know I'm too scared to love and shine like chrome. I wish I was on my road, heading to you cause you made me feel I'm home. I wish I was talking to you on my road, cause I know I'm too scared to love and shine like chrome. How do you fix a broken person, eh? How do you fix a broken person, eh? How do you know that I'm so broken, eh? How can I love without me breaking? 너를 원한다고 해서 이건 될 게 아닌데 나는 무엇 때문에 이렇게 또 눈물이 나네. Walking down the streets telling myself it's okay, but you know that I'm too weak and I'm not okay. Remedy on my hands, 네 자신을 고쳐볼게. 그러면 나도 완벽한 사람이 되어 정갈은 different, okay. 친구들한테 내 상태에 대해서 말하는 것도 안 돼. I don't know how long I'm going to last, yeah. 오늘 밤 나는 방전이 또 되어 방한 충전기에 나를 또 꽂아. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. 오늘 밤 너 없는 하루가 깊어 너에게 취해서 숙취가 길어. I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can do this anymore. I wish I was on my road, heading to you cause you made me feel I'm home. I wish I was talking to you on my road, cause I know I'm too scared to love and shine like chrome. I wish I was on my road, heading to you cause you made me feel I'm home. I wish I was talking to you on my road, cause I know I'm too scared to love and shine like chrome. How do you fix a broken person, eh? How do you fix a...
So this is part 2 of my anatomy series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it enough to click that thumbs up button and subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. Comment below what you want to see next. Like I said, this is part 2 in the anatomy series. I did arms and hands before. Hopefully there's a little card popping up, taking you guys over there. Let me know what you guys want to see next. There's so much to teach in anatomy. This definitely does not cover everything about the torso. Like I could go on and do these videos forever. So let me know what you guys want to see next. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.